At 5, it's offer review, and we're going to go over all the things to hoard this week. And also, we're going to go over the very confusing offers that are really terrible. We're going to talk about them, and also the new upcoming event called Kang Hunt. A lot of people are asking if they should update or upgrade their PimTech. We're going to go over all of that. First things first, starting tomorrow, there is going to be a new round of Cosmic Crucible. I'm going to be updating my Cosmic Crucible defense. This is a helpful spreadsheet from a theme, and this will be linked in the description. So you're welcome to take a look at that, but be sure to update your Cosmic Crucible before it resets tomorrow. Also, there's a new spreadsheet, and this will be in the description as well. I believe this is from Benny. And kind of like it's called the MSF stock market. And it has, of course, all the business suit characters because they're like stockbrokers or something. Kind of just goes over what to not use and to hoard. We've got Blitz credits, Blitz charges for the Valentine event that is coming. Do not use the Blitz charges. You want to save them for the 23rd. Raid credits because there's going to be events starting where you need to do raid matches. So this is not saving raid emails. This is saving the raid refreshes. Then we've also got alliance credits on the day of this event. You want to save them and do them after you want to collect them after the event starts. And then you also want to be saving power cores because you're going to have to be spending power cores in this event to get more alliance credits. And the main focus of this event is going to be opening gold orbs. And one of the main rewards on this event is going to be a 5 red star Ultron, which is in high demand. And then there's some other events as well. And it's kind of all outlined here. And this is a calendar put on by Brotherhood of the Storm. Same thing. We've got the Blitz starting today. Nothing to do with that. Cosmic Crucible starting tomorrow. The Blitz on Valentine's Day, so you want to save your raid credits for that. Atrocious Attraction. This is a 3-day solo milestone Blitz for Valentine's Day. Orb Fragments. Yuck. Legendary event for Phoenix. We got the new Strike Pass. The Strike Pass are running like 2 weeks now, which is good for free-to-play players. But if you're a Strike Pass purchaser, you might be compelled to spend twice as much a month. It kind of feels bad if you ask me. This is the event where you want to save gold orbs. Grand Theft Quantum. This is a 4-day solo milestone. You're going to do raid battles, so save your raid refreshes potentially for that. I don't know how important that is, but you might want to consider that. Open gold orbs, earn alliance credits, and then also people are going to be saving power cores so that they could purchase more alliance credits. Then the Kang Hunt. We're going to talk about this at length. There's some confusion about this. This is not going to be the event to unlock Kang. That's going to be some sort of milestone event. This is going to be some sort of adjacent event, but it looks like the timeline for these two events is very confusing. But it says use Kang, PimTech, and Masters of Evil. So a lot of people are saying, should I upgrade my PimTech? We'll talk about it. We got Sting of the Wasp. The data mine suggested that there would be 2 new difficulties to that, but the blog post did not say that. QR Blitz for PimTech, and then we have the Flash event Payday, and then the He Who Remains event is going to be the milestone event to unlock Kang. And this is where the confusion is why is the Kang Hunt happening here, which requires Kang? And the blog post said that you could have unlocked Kang already from the He Who Remains event, which starts next week. It doesn't make sense. We'll get to that here in a minute. Also, there's a lot of differing opinions on how to put the ISOs on the Master of Evil team. And I want to say that the jury is out and there's a lot of different opinions on this. And basically, Kang's passive makes it feel like the team is going to be a very crit heavy team and Raider is going to be a good choice. But then they also have amazing ISO safety, counterattack, assist attacks, which makes Striker a good option. So for me, like I already had Striker on Ultron. I think I'm going to leave Striker on Ultron. And initially I was going to do Raider on all of them. And then I saw Kang's kit and now I want to do Striker on Kang as well. But at the end of the day, I think we're going to have to do more testing and play them. And I suspect that I'm going to be toggling the ISOs on these characters when I actually get them in my hand. And there may be more than one correct ISO on them. But like you can see, most of the recommendations right here, which is coming from Mac Italy, and Benny Westside and Tana. Some of them are striker and some of them are raider. So jury's out. Also, we've got some recommendations here for the Doom raids, and I think this is fantastic. You can see the levels right here for mutant raids 2.0, 3.0, and 3.5, the recommended team and their power levels. No secret here with Mystic. Bio skill is the tricky one. Definitely need a very powerful team in 3.5. On the first node of 3.5, I take out Maria Hill and do Kingpin. And then a lot of other people, I don't do it, use Hawkeye in place of Maria for node 2 because they slow down the Morbius, because Morbius sometimes jumps in and before you can even take a turn, puts on bleeds on, let's say, Sharon and Maria, and they die before they take a turn. And that happens at least once a week. And to combat that, people are using Hawkeye. I have not been able to get the cooldowns correct on the first node to be effective with Hawkeye, and I still run Maria, and I do run the risk of sometimes it's going bad. And then finally, there is the recommendation for tech. Also, one of the questions came up here in chat, and you can do whatever you want, maybe neither of them. But if you have to make a decision between putting a 7 red star on Red Hulk or Morgan Le Fay, I personally am a bigger fan of Red Hulk than Morgan Le Fay. Then let's talk about the King Hunt event. The King Hunt event is the event which has various rewards. It's happening before the He Who Remains event, which is the event, the milestone event, which unlocks King. But the King Hunt event requires King, Pimtech, and Masters of Evil. So a lot of questions about this. I have forwarded this post to the developers to try to get some clarification. Is this basically excluding free-to-play players from the King Hunt event? The blog post is not really clear because it says right here, once you've recruited King the Conqueror, either through the first-time orb, all-time orb offers, or the upcoming He Who Remains milestone event, you can enter the hard difficulty. Well, how? If the event hasn't happened yet, you don't have King unlocked. I don't understand. And then the question, there's going to be 2 difficulties. There's going to be a hard difficulty and there's going to be a quantum difficulty. And the hard difficulty is going to require King and 4 Pimtech members and or Masters of Evil. And the question is, are these rewards going to be worth it to upgrade these characters? And I'm not suggesting anybody upgrading Pimtech because Pimtech is not a good team. And I don't know what these rewards are. And if you choose to upgrade them in advance, you may be disappointed. To me, I think waiting would be the prudent thing, but we'll have to find out. Not enough information. Then the harder difficulty, or the quantum difficulty, which is not the hard difficulty, it's not going to only require Kang, but it's going to be like Absorbing Man and Titania. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. The real question is, are these rewards going to be worth it? We'll have to see. All right, next we have compensation for the Crusher of Heroes milestone offer. No, we have no information on this. This has been forwarded to the developers as well. Can we get some teal slots in the raid store? Yeah, I am starved of teal focused catalysts. I need hundreds of them. Every character needs a bunch of them, and I farm them every day. It's a real pain. Well, can we get a teal war orb that actually has a reasonable quantity of those items? That would be fantastic as well. Then also the question was posed is, what team has been the most surprising and what is the most disappointing? And I like this post right here because it says their disappointing team is Ravager, 1000% agree. And most surprising has been Underworld. I like Underworld. They're okay. But for me, I think Undying has been more surprising. The track record that I've had with Infinity Watch still being viable today in a lot of game modes, and also Eternals have been very good. And then also in the disappointing team, most raid teams have been disappointing to me. Absolutely. And then also, I think Dark Hunters have been largely disappointing. Now let's get to the offers. We've got some offers here. This one breaks my heart because this is the T4 ions. You need 715,000 of them to take a single character from Blue ISO 3 to Blue ISO 4. You're going to need 23 characters to get a baby Apocalypse, and they are basically selling 1 character's worth for $100. Outrageous. And then this also, like I said earlier, I'm in desperate need of these. Boy, this just seems absolutely outrageous. And this is the biggest trash, trash orb I've ever seen in my life. Up to 5 million, point nothing percent chance, like point nothing percent chance of 5 million T2 level 5 ions. Let me show you some real world examples of what people got for their $5. 8,000 for $5. You need 1.7 million of these guys right here to take a single character from Blue ISO 4 to Blue ISO 5. This is trash. This is 10 of them right here. I believe there is an offer for $25 for 10. It doesn't matter. It's terrible. You need 715,000 of these to go from Blue ISO 3 to Blue ISO 4. Largely, these don't have a lot of value because, we get a reasonable amount of these right now. You need 1.7 million of these to go from Blue ISO 4 to 5. Garbage. Do you know how pissed off I would be if I spent $5 and I got 1,700 of these T5s or whatever they're called, Blue ISO 5s? You need 1.7 million of these. It's trash. It's absolutely garbage. How dare they even suggest that point nothing percent chance of getting 5 million? Anyways, buyer beware. These are actual screenshots from opening that orb. And that right there, those are the T3 ions, right? Those are in abundance. This was a gold drop. These are the ones. See, there's basically the way you got to look at it. The ones with nothing right here are the T3s. The ones with the border right here are the T4s, and the one where it has the yellow in the middle, like where it's all basically filled in, are the T5s. Right. All right. Also, V-Day Shard Draft as Guardians. You could pull Sif, right? You could pull Heimdall. You could pull Thordy. Thordy, I don't know, Thor. You get 75 shards. It's random of the 5 as Guardians for $5. I guess if you don't have any of them at 7 stars, that might be a reasonable deal. And then lastly, he is node farmable, but I think 50 character shards for $5 is good. Now, let's get to the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star Donut King. This is not a scam. I don't know what's going on here, but he's giving away donuts, or is that a gun? I don't know. I think the video's over. Bye for now.
I killed it. It's murder.